Please help me give Governor Scott Walker a truly superior welcome.
Good morning. Let's try it again. Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
It is a pleasure to be with all of you here today, and really, you're right, we're talking about partnership. We were just up a few weeks back here in Douglas County for a listening session with small businesses, and at the time, the mayor and I had talked a little bit, having an ongoing discussion about this, and I know the mayor and the county board chairman are with us. You're going to hear from in a moment, but this really is a true partnership, both between local government, state government, and more importantly, with Alan and the team who are making this commitment. And so we appreciate that. And I also want to say it's a partnership. I'm pleased to be joined today by Senator Gallup and Representative Elroy, who are here as well. And for us, when we talk about a job announcement like this, they're not Republican jobs, they're not Democrat jobs, they're just Wisconsin jobs, in this case, Northwestern Wisconsin jobs. And we appreciate your presence here and your leadership when it comes to economic development issues as well. As lawmakers. For us, I was joined today on the way up as well by Wayne Winston, who is the head of the Wisconsin Economic Development Authority, and he and Paul Jade, obviously, and their staff played a key partnership as well between WEDA and WDC, the Economic Development Corporation, coming together to work with what the City of Superior, what Douglas County, what the Northwestern Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission have looked at, and really partnering here with a great employer, a great idea. This is a great opportunity for us today. We're talking about 600 new jobs in a community that obviously in this part of the state needs jobs, but we're talking about the land. 600 jobs is big enough for anyone in the state of Wisconsin. So the fact that it's right here in Superior is even more special. I think the closest we've had in the past year was down in Sturtevant a couple months back. We announced 469 new jobs at a company called Root Lighting, and that was great. And for us, it's not just the 600 jobs being announced today, it's the fact that this hopefully is the first of many steps of adding even more jobs. The state played a role, a partnership with local government and with the community, certainly in part through the WDC putting up loans as being an enterprise zone and being able to put money behind that. We've got about $18 million in economic development tax credits to come there, plus a $2 million loan, plus another loan that comes through the state small business credit initiative that's out there. And on top of that, there's something called new market tax credits that WEDA is going to help get about $30 million for this project as well. So it's really a team effort. It's one of those across multiple state agencies, across the state and local government. But the most important part is certainly having someone at the point who is not just an innovator, but an entrepreneur. Alan, I want to thank you and your team and the people that not only are part of your team now, but the people you'll be hiring, because that really gives us the competitive edge. Having this focal point here in northwestern Wisconsin, and really with our partners across the way in Duluth as well, because it's part of the greater region here. Jobs that are beneficial in Superior are also beneficial in Superior and all throughout the region. And so we try to keep that mindful, whether it's here or it's in Hudson or La Crosse or Kenosha or anywhere else, and that we can help a region, not just one side of a lake or one side of a river or one side of a state water, but we can work together in a region. And in this case, this is going to be a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for people not only to become employed, but to really be part of something special. About a generation ago, there were many who predicted back 25, 30 years ago that the United States would be overcome economically by places like Germany and Japan. And they made projections. Economists back then talked about the future, and they said, well, the way GDP was growing at the time, that we'd be surpassed by countries like that. Well, obviously we weren't. And the reason for that is simple. In the past 10 to 15 years, we've had entrepreneurs who took great innovations, people like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, and Meg Whitman and others, apply that technology but have the optimism and the entrepreneurial spirit, and then the workforce to back them up, and really transformed our economy in a way that little saw being projected out 25, 30 years ago. We have that opportunity again today, not just with electronics, like maybe a Gates or Jobs, but with a new age of aircraft. With Kestrel being able to lead the way in providing not only new aircraft, but doing so in a way that makes it more affordable and more attractive to people who maybe not had access to aircraft in the past. That's the sort of thing that will help not only our state, but our country, not just in the coming years, but in the coming generations. Look back at moments like this and say, it was innovators like Alan and his team that helped us not only put people to work, but made us the great state and the great country that we have been and will continue to be in the future. So it's really our honor to be here today, to be a part of this, as Dave Miner mentioned, a very historical announcement for the state of Wisconsin, for this region, but really ultimately even for our country, because this is going to be one of the great innovations of the future. Thank you for letting us play a small part.